Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you 10 tips to help your Gorilla Tag gameplay. They've really improved my gameplay a lot, and I hope they can also really help you. Enjoy the video. So, tip number 1 is pretty basic, but also really efficient. So let's say, for example, you're on like a tree or a wall. Instead of doing the old-fashioned pinch climb, what you can do is this way more efficient method by going side to side on the wall like this. It's way faster and it's just way more efficient than pinch climbing. So tip number 2 is pretty much a skill, but once you learn it, it's so useful in game. So it's called the dead walk, and you want to kind of stand to the side of the bridge, and then you want to jump out far, put your hand under, do like one little jump with your hand, and then go back to where you started. And if you put it all in one swift motion, it looks like this. So tip number 2 is pretty much a no-brainer. So if you're ever like wall climbing, don't be afraid to like go side to side as much as you need, because it helps you get more traction on the wall, and it's just like better, and like you can juke people like that. So for tip number 4, it's supposed to help you wall climb and go up the wall way faster. So what you want to do is you want to use your hands, and you kind of want to like use the opposite hands. So when you're going up the wall, you kind of want to move your arms like this, and then it'll help you go up way faster and way more efficiently. So tip number 5 is about running. And when you run, what you want to do is you want to keep your hands parallel like this, and you kind of want to tilt your head so you're like the lowest to the ground you can be. And then when you do that, you can get the maximum amount of speeds. And make sure to extend your arms out as far out as you can, and then you just kind of want to. And once you've learned it, and once you've mastered the run, you can go pretty fast. Tip number 6 is on how to Lucio run. So when you Lucio run, what you want to do is you want to have one hand like this on the wall, and then you want to have the other one kind of like diagonal like that, and then you want to kind of put them in like a wheel formation like that, and then you can kind of propel yourself up the wall. And if you put it together and you master it, it can look like this. And once you know how to do it, it'll look like this. Tip number 7 is looping around the gazebo with your arm. So when you do it, what you want to do is you want to hit off the leaderboard with the same arm that you're going to loop around the top of the gazebo with. So you like hit off and then loop around. So when you're doing it in a full motion, you want to do it kind of fast, otherwise you'll like fall off like that. So you're going to put it in all in one swift motion. Something kind of like that. And so if a lava monkey's chasing you, you can just go 1, 2. So tip number 8 is about spider climbing. And to spider climb, you want to put your hands kind of like this, diagonal. And then you want to move them kind of like a Lucio run formation. And then you're going to have both your hands on one side of the wall and you on the other. So when you put your hands behind the wall and you use that formation, it'll look like this, but a lot faster. And then once you get to know how to do spider climbing really fast, you can just use your hands and kind of go faster and faster and faster. So tip number 9 is called bear climbing. And bear climbing is really easy, but it's kind of hard to like do it in game. So when you bear climb, you want to have your hands kind of like exactly parallel to the wall, and you don't want to push out at all, because if you push out, you'll fall off the wall like that. So when you have your hands straight down, you want to push straight down, and then you just keep going up the wall, kind of like that. Last but not least, we have tip number 10, aka water running. So when you water run, you want to have your hands kind of like almost exactly parallel, a little bit pointed up to the water, and then you kind of want to just hover above the water. It's almost like you're walking on the water. And then you kind of want to angle them down so you can get that forward motion, and then you just want to do it really fast. And once you build up enough speed, you can go pretty fast.